Now we are going to learn about DateTime, which is one of our SQL Server data type. This DateTime data type has 8 bytes size. When compared to small DateTime, it is 4 more bytes. Small DateTime is 4 bytes and the DateTime is 8 bytes. So small DateTime precision is 1 minute, so it will show only up to minutes only, but DateTime will show in milliseconds also. Small DateTime range is starts from 1900, but DateTime range starts from 1753. Small DateTime range ends with 2079, but DateTime range ends with 9999 year. So this is the example for DateTime. This DateTime has seconds with some fractional values. I mean, it will show in milliseconds also, but small DateTime won't show in milliseconds. It will show up to only minutes. See here, when we try to insert this value into DateTime column, the last digit should be either 0 or 3 or 7. It will show only these three values. It won't show other remaining digits. When you try to insert one, the last digit as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, it will be rounded to the 0, 3 or 7. Last digit should be either 0, 3 or 7. So let's try to create one table which has two columns. One is id column, second one is data type column. So this table is already exist. Now try to drop this table and let's create again that table. So before going to know about DateTime, let's know about some internal functions, some built-in functions, which those are getDate and system datetime offset, and system UTC datetime. These are built-in functions which returns some data types. GetDate will return datetime data type, means our data type. Now we are going to learn that one. System datetime will return datetime 2. We will learn it about this datetime 2 in future, I mean next videos. This is datetime offset and this will return datetime 2. We will learn it in future videos. So when we try to insert these values, so before going to insert, let's know about some date times. So when we getDate, this function returns datetime value. System datetime will return getDate, I mean datetime, but the fractionals are more than datetime. So this is what datetime 2. So we will learn it about this datetime 2 in next videos. It has datetime offset, has datetime 2 as well as difference between universal time and present system time. My present system time is India time, so 5 hours 30 minutes more. India time has 5 hours 30 minutes more than universal time. This is universal time. System UTC date time is a universal time. When it, this is the difference between, if you try to know this is the difference between these two dates, you will get 5 hours 30 minutes. Let's try to insert those values into our table. So when we try to insert these values, see here, let's check it with the select statement. See here, it is, if you try to see here, this last digit 3 is 7 only, so either 0 or 3 or 7. And see, these times has, see, we have inserted, this is the second insertion statement. We are inserted datetime 2, which has a fractional seconds of 7 fractional seconds, but it is rounded to 3 fractional seconds. Why? Datetime will accept only 3 fractional seconds, it won't accept more than 3. So let's try to insert another 10 records. Before going to insert, just truncate the table to avoid the confusion. Let's try to insert these values. Execute. Now select execute, select statement. See here, this is the first value. See here, the time is 23 hours 3 minutes 30 seconds 940 seconds. See, same value inserted here. So see here, if you try to check that bit, 9 for second value 941, it's rounded to 0. If you try to use 942, the third value, it is rounded to 3. Have you seen why? Because it will rounded to the 3 digits values. And more thing, it will accept last digit as, means third digit in fractional seconds, it will accept as either 0 3 7. It won't accept more remaining values. If you see last digit 39 seconds 949 fractional seconds. See, this 9 value is rounded to 949, is rounded to 950. Why? Last digit should not be 9, it should be either 7 3 or 0, so it's rounded to 950 seconds. So this is the example. So let's try to false values. See here, the date time range is starts with 1753 and ends with 9999. So these are the values which has a 20,000 this year, and this is the value which has less than 1753. So when we try to insert these values, it will be failed because these are out of range. This is about date time data type in SQL Server.